Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is current news, world events, what's going on around us, head on a swivel. So grab your coffee, maybe a SNICK snack or two. Okay, let's get into it. You have some hot coffee? Okay, so meanwhile, in the hellhole of California, 46's Secret Service agent was robbed at gunpoint in Southern California in Orange County on Saturday. 46, he traveled to LA over the weekend to attend a ritzy Hollywood fundraiser with 44. He did. So, according to the Tustin Police Department, a member of 46's Secret Service detail was robbed at gunpoint on Saturday night, which resulted in an officer-involved shooting. So the suspect or suspects has not been taken into custody. No. Yeah. So who knows if they'll ever be found. So anyway, on to the next thing. Diners across America are writing a powerful message on their servers' checks. It says, vote Trump, no taxes on tips. All right. So if you're a waiter or a waitress or a bartender, I hope you don't have to pay taxes on your tips no more. So this grassroots trend, after 45 at a high energy rally in Vegas last week, promised to abolish taxes on tips for restaurant and hospitality workers once he returns to the Oval Office. During his 78th birthday celebration in West Palm Beach with members of the Club 47, Trump urged voters to write no tax on tips on restaurant receipts. Well, no tax on tips, okay. Dunno, okay. And we need to spread this word so that every time you leave a tip for the next, say, 5 months or however long it takes to get this done, you put on the receipt, vote for Trump because there's no tax on tips. Right on? So following this announcement, diners, like people like you and I who go to restaurants or whatever, we sit down, we eat. What do you normally do? Do you put the tip on your credit card or whatever, or do you leave cash for a tip? Diners started this grassroots movement to show their support by writing vote Trump, no taxes on tips on their checks. And the trend has quickly gained momentum and it's spreading across the country. So this genius idea was originally made by a user named Truth Warrior, who posted, hey, Patriots, when you go out to eat, be sure to write on your next tip amount something along the lines of Trump 2024, no tax on tips. So some servers have reported that multiple diners have joined this trend in one single day. Even more surprising, some servers who are directly affected by these taxes have expressed that they will now vote for 45 due to this proposal. So right on. I hope that I hope this works, and I hope for all servers and hospitality workers and bartenders and stuff like that. I really hope that you guys this pushes through for you. I really do. So next up, this is a heads up, folks. Okay, it appears that 46 may be on his way out before the selection. Okay, now this is what I'm saying. Okay, so don't hold me to it and say, it didn't work. Just listen, all right? This is breaking news. Okay, the Daily Mail put this out. It was just revealed that a secret plot, a Democratic plot, to replace 46 before the selection. You got Bill Clinton, you got 44, you got Pelosi, the lush, okay, and then you got Chuck the Schmuck. Will topple the aging president, okay? The Daily Mail has revealed that if Joe loses the first debate, which, kids, come on, with 45, or if his polling numbers fall or keep falling, let me rephrase. It'll take a united front of the liberal grandees to make Joe throw in the towel. Huh. The only people who could force him out would be 44 or Clinton or Pelosi or Chuck the Schmuck. It would have to be the four of them collectively. Now, Democrats would also have to hold a public event to symbolically transfer power from 46 to a new candidate, at which you either have 46 or 44 or Clinton or the Schmuck, and Pelosi would publicly introduce and endorse an anointed nominee. And the price or the process, the price too, would be high risk. Okay. And the difficulty level of replacing their candidate would be similar to trying to turn that doomed container ship that careened into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in the Baltimore Bay in May. So turn that over. It's impossible. Okay. I mean, are they actually betting on him beating 45 in November? Or are they just making a backup plan because they know that he's not? I mean, do they already have a scheme in place then to replace him with somebody that they think has a better chance? But now, listen to this. A German news outlet has a date in mind when this could all go down. In August at the Democrat National Convention in Chicago. Yeah. According to a report from Der Spiegel, there are rumors among the Democrats that 46 is planning on making a grand gesture and stepping down at the convention to instead endorse Michael. Yeah. Now, the outlet also notes that the Democratic Party has already been including Michael in some polls of potential election candidates. But it's also important to note that this is all just speculation from a German source. So take that what you will. Take it with a grain of salt. Generally, with your martini, whatever. Okay. So on to this. Real trouble seems to be brewing in NYC. As word comes from whatever news sources, okay, there's uniforms that are missing, NYPD uniforms, missing NYPD police car decal kits, missing NYPD Motorola radios, 1 Adam 12, okay. So let's begin with the uniforms. According to the NYPD, 19 full NYPD uniforms have gone missing from a dry cleaner. The only item not included with the uniform that was left is the badge, okay, because you don't leave your badge in with your uniform when you get it dry cleaned, okay. It's also been confirmed that 200 full and complete sets of NYPD police car decals have also gone missing from a vendor who supplies these police car decals to the city police department. It's also been revealed that 31 unassigned Motorola VXP 949s, police walkie-talkies, are unaccounted for and have access to all the NYPD channels and encryption protocols. Yowzers. Right on. Uh, with the latest NYPD police radio system, individual radios are electronically assigned to individual officers. Okay. If you know anything about being a cop, okay, especially in a large city, everything is assigned. You sign in, you sign out. Every piece of equipment. You have to sign a log, literally. And there's actually like a serial number on the back. Okay, and everything has to be accounted for. Okay. And I know this for a fact. And they're assigned to individual officers. Okay. And at the end of the day, you have to sign that back in, and the serial number, okay, has to be checked. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was assigned to officer da da da. Okay. So when the push to talk is keyed, the radio system knows exactly who should be on that radio. Okay, so Officer Smith or Officer Miller or Officer Jones or Officer this or Officer that. I'm using common last names. Okay, they'll know. Okay, well, Officer Jones was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Officer Smith was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Officer Miller was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, but as with any major police agency, okay, and I'm talking New York, Tampa, okay, where my husband, okay, Atlantic City, that's where my mother worked when she was a cop, Philly, okay, I got relatives who are Philly cops, okay. There are times when radios need to be available for big emergencies, okay. So there's a pool of unassigned radios, leftovers, like they have 100, but you only need 50 at the time, so you got 50 left over. That will work through the NYPD radio system. 31 of those are now unaccounted for. They can't find them. So who is it that's grabbing all this gear, and what is it that they're planning to do? NYPD, I don't care if it's Tampa PD, NYPD, Atlantic City PD, Philly PD, a uniform, a car, and a radio will get the bearer, okay, the person who stole it, into literally anywhere, at any time, unquestioned. Unquestioned. What kind of access? A perpetrator could do just about anything. Think about it. Major city, dressed as a cop, with actual decals on their car of NYPD, in an actual NYPD uniform, with an actual NYPD issued radio. Think about it. Here's a picture to actually back up what I'm talking about. Now, imagine if you live in a major city. Okay. Now, this major city has already been hit. How many times? Now, imagine if you live near or in a major city, like I do, and you found out that their first responder uniforms and their car decals and their radios were just stolen. You don't know who stole them. And we're living in the times that we're in right now. Use your brain. Okay? Because this ain't a joke. All right? Kids, I'm out of here. Okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less.